Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Rocky Miller, and I am the president of the Coalition of Black Democrats in McLennan County chapter. I won't be on here long, but I do want to make sure that you guys realize that early voting has started. Early voting started Monday. It started Monday. This has been the second day of early voting, and they're going to be early voting tomorrow and also early voting Thursday. There is not extended hours, so you have to vote before 5 o'clock at the voting location. So um, it's between. I don't want to be. I don't want to be wrong, but I think it's between 9 and 5. If I am wrong, please correct me on that if someone knows better. But I want to be. I will let you know that I am the president of the Coalition of Black Democrats, and we do need your support. This is a very critical time in our community, in the history of our country, and we need your support. We need to a need your support by joining and becoming a member. The bigger our organization is, the more influence we'll have, the more impact we can make in our community. I need your support as far as being able to volunteer and also um, work on some of the campaigns, some of our local campaigns that are being run in our community. And so, as the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats, we are definitely. Oh, okay. We got somebody up. The Mayor Pro Tem has put some information up. So let me put it up on the screen. Um, I'm assuming that information is the actual vote early voting times and stuff like that. So I knew somebody always has my back on that kind of stuff, and so I want to make sure that I have frozen up for some reason. I'm not sure why I froze up. Wow. Let me go to my second camera. I'm sorry about that, guys. I am so sorry. Maybe my battery went out on my camera. Uh, I apologize for that. But anyway, let me continue on what I was saying. Um, but we definitely want to make sure that we volunteer and join the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats. It's imperative that we have the support of our local Black community, so that we can do things like get out the vote. We can do things like voter education. We can let people know who is eligible. We also will be able to get people involved in working the election, election judges and election workers. We can assist you with getting all that, uh, get assisting people becoming part of all of those activities that are centered around elections and voting. Well, one of the reasons why I believe um, um, we don't have the impact we should as a Black community is that, like me, a lot of us didn't know the process around voting and voter participation, what the process is, all those kind of things. And that is one of the initiatives of this organization is to educate and activate our people in the election process, not just voting, but campaigning, um, working in the elections, uh, being there's even uh, a ballot board for those people who mail in ballots. There's a board that people evaluate whether the signature is the same person that actually signed up for the mail-in ballot. There are people that evaluate whether those ballots are valid or not. And it's important that we have people sitting in those positions that are looking out for the best interests of the Democrats and maintaining so that the election maintains a certain level of integrity. So, again, it's imperative that we play a part in all aspects of the election process. And as the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats, we're going to do our part to make sure that all Black people in our community are engaged and part of the process. So, if you would like to become a member, if you would like to become a member, reach out to me. Join our Facebook group. Only thing you got to do is search Texas Coalition of Black Democrats, and it's just that simple. It's just that simple. Just um, just simply search for the group, and you can add the group. And then there's an application process that you can do online, and then you'll have to arrange payment for your membership dues. And then at that point, you have to also be a registered Democrat. So let me say that you must be a registered Democrat as well. So um, that's the only stipulation. Uh, I got an email. I wanted to mention this um, before I get off. Is that about off paper voting? If you are off paper, if you have served your parole or probation or your incarceration, you've completed your sentence, you are eligible and paid all of your fines, right? If you completed parole, probation, of supervised release, or you served all your time and paid all your fines, you can legally in Texas register to vote. You can legally in Texas register to vote. Let me see, can I? Now you're asking me to let me see, can I get the link? I know I have the link. Let me get the link to the online. Oh, and we also just Mary Duty is right on time. Our Democratic chair, she just sent me some results of the election, or the voter the voter roll, the people, the number of people who voted today. So that's what she has sent me a copy of. So let me look for the form. The form. I know where the form is. Hold on. Let me go to the form. So the form, just so everybody know that who's part of the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats group, the form is in the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats McLennan County group. The form has been posted in there by our Vice President of Memberships, Lisa Carter, um, and you can go there and get the form. But I'm going to get the link now, and I'm going to figure out how to put it in this, how to comment in here with this link. I think I am anyway. So here we go. All right. So let me get back to business. So can I add? Can I post a link? I know there has to be a way for me to post a link. Anyway, all right. Uh, if someone goes to the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats group, they can post um, because because of what I'm using. I'm sure I can, but because of the app I'm using to um, stream live, I hadn't figured out how to put a link in the how to make a comment. So if you go to our group and then go to the join link in our group, Elisa put a link in the on the so I'm gonna do one better. Hold on. So if we could get that, if we could get that link posted up in the comments, that way when this live is over, people can join. Um, they can do the application to join. Uh, we'll have that in the awesome, awesome. Thank you again, Mayor Pro Tem. I appreciate that. But I want to make sure that people can that I'm gonna give you a nugget. Try to give you a nugget or some information each day on about voting. Today was just um, off paper voting, and so just be mindful of the fact that if you've completed the terms of your incarceration or the terms of your sentence in all capacities, you are eligible to vote. But here's the cool thing: I have the voter, I have the early voting results for um, today. All right. So today we had at the multi-purpose center, and that's specifically the location I'm gonna update voters for. You can vote at other locations. You can vote at the Records Building. You also can vote at Robinson. You can vote at Waco High. But I'm specifically focused on the turnout at the multi-purpose center, right? And the multi-purpose center today was I will say I'm encouraged because it increased from yesterday. Yesterday there was 38 votes, um, and today there's 43 votes. So we're up to 81 votes in this runoff election. This is a very important election, and it's very important that we take advantage of this voting location. We don't want to ever say a location is not needed in our community because of poor voter turnout. We need the maximum number of people to vote at the multi-purpose center at Paul Quinn campus, at the historic Paul Quinn campus. So please, please, um, if you're able to, if it's convenient for you, please vote. Thank you very much, Mayor Pro Tem, for voting. Um, uh, it's important. It's very important that we vote at those at that location. In my opinion, um, that is the primary voting location for the black community. And so, though we can vote all over town, the one place we want to ensure that there is a voting location is at the multipurpose center on Paul Quinn campus. So please make sure you go there and vote. We have to. So far, we've only had 81 people vote. People has been there 2 days, and only 81 people have voted. We have to get more voters involved. We have to get more people involved in the voting process. This is very critical. There's a very important election that I want to mention, and that is Royce West against MJ Hager. Royce West is the longest serving state senator in Texas, and MJ Hager has never served in public office. She's never. Someone said that she's never served as dog. She's never ran for dog. Never won an election of dog catcher. She's never won anything. Royce West is a black man who has helped the black community tremendously over our whole state and also in up in the Dallas area. So we need to ensure that he will be running against uh, running for Senate. And so let's ensure that he is elected, and we need to do our part in our community. Um, now that's my. I'm not speaking as endorsing him as the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats. I'm endorsing him as Rocky Miller. So you can vote for who you want to vote for, but you know, individually, um, that's who I'm supporting in this election. If anybody asks, in the senatorial election, And but there are two Democratic candidates in this runoff, and we need to ensure that someone is elected that can that can look out for our community. Um, Again, I'm the president of the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats in McLennan County, and we need as much support as possible because we will be able to um, provide support for important campaigns that are happening in our community, which are very important. We'll be able to provide for support for our state elections, and we can assist Joe Biden being elected president. And we'll do what we can in our community to make sure that happens. We'll do what we're supposed to do to make sure that's done for the people in our community. Yeah, me and Mary had a very good visit earlier today. As as the president of the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats, I met with her, and she serves as the Democratic Party chair, and we are all on the same team. We're grabbing the rope and pulling in the same direction, and so we wanted to kind of talk about our relationship and how we can assist one another to reach our ultimate goals as a party, which is elect a senator for the state of Texas, uh, elect our local officials that are running for office, um, whether it be in a partisan or nonpartisan election. We want to elect people that, whether they're Republican or Democrat in those nonpartisan elections, they don't have to declare. But we want to definitely elect someone that's in keeping with our values as Democrats. And so that whether they're partisan or not is not important. We will be able to support someone who stands for our values, whether it be our local elect, whether it be the city council or school board. Uh, we want to elect someone who's going to uphold democratic values. Period. And so we want to be in position to do that. So again, the link is in the comments. Mayor Pro Tem Barfield put the link in the comments. Click the comments, fill out the application, submit the application, pay your dues. You're a member. We have a meeting coming up on July the 13th. All right. The last thing I want to say, we've had 81 people vote at the multipurpose center. That is way too low. Way too low. We should be up over 100. We should be well up over 100. But I do want to say this. There's been over 3,700 mail-in ballots received. Not all from, uh, they're from precincts all over precincts all over the city, all over the county. However, that's quite a few mail-in ballots. So participation in person may be a little down, but participation by mail-in ballot to be expected during these times in the middle of a pandemic. And so we have 3,700 ballots mailed in today. I mean, that have been received total as of today. So that is a pretty substantial turnout when you talk about mail-in ballots for this upcoming election. So again, continue to mail in those ballots, but we also want to make sure that we all vote at the multipurpose center on Paul Quinn campus between the hours of 9 and 5. You can vote. You can vote tomorrow. You also can vote Thursday. It'll be closed on Friday, closed on Saturday, and the polls will be open on Sunday after church. So you'll have an opportunity to make sure you get out and vote. But we need let's try to put 100 in the box tomorrow. It's 43 right now. We had 40. We had 38 today. We had 43. We had 38 yesterday. 43 today. Let's try to double up and put 100 in the box today. 100. We need 100 voters tomorrow at the multipurpose center. That's what I'm saying. We should go. I'm gonna be one of those 100, and I hope you will too. Much love.